So Nimo Patel, we're really, really honored to be with you and to ask you a few of these poignant questions that have been guiding this whole Peace Wave Summit for the past 3 days. In the sense,
Awesome.
we'd love to know from you how you would answer these questions.
Do you think
I'm
it's
humbled and honored to be a part of this on behalf of, yes, many Love Warriors that are working together, that we're all kind of serving together and doing our small part together around the world. So glad to be a small little Tweety voice for a moment.
So do you think it's possible to create peace on earth by 2030?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's possible to create it at any point. It's all, it's happening in the heart. It's happening right now as we see it. Media and human conditioning is excited to see kind of, how would you say, a very extreme thing. So the negativity in media is able to spread more. But actually the goodness that what you see, the kindness, the generosity, the humility, the helping each other out when needed, that we see in day-to-day life everywhere around the world, which now becomes mundane, is not the news and is not the highlight of the big TV channels or the movies. And so we see it right now, and how do we keep being that change and spreading it in our small ways wherever we are? And that's 2020 and 2030, you know? It's like one heart at a time, deep-rooted, but real shifts in the way we connect with each other. And there's so many Love Warriors on the planet doing their parts right now, and it's growing. We see it. The kids, the youth are just blowing up hearts and beautiful. I mean, it's just it's so awesome to see, you know, growth. So yes, I do.
One of the things that, you know, John and I both definitely travel your journey, Nimo, and that you spend time and are at schools, elementary schools, and you travel around the U.S. and in these times of challenges. I wonder from you in how we, social innovators, and we're really supporting the youth of the world. What do you see would be like a few first critical steps to move towards peace on earth by 2020 or 2030?
I think what I've observed that I feel very excited about are teachers and parents that are committed to allowing the kids to feel their heart and let education be a process of, sure, understanding knowledge and facts, but also staying close to the heart, creating awareness, emotional awareness and sensitivity of how we are feeling, how you are feeling, and how others are feeling around us, which then leads to kids growing into adults, not only having that awareness of themselves and the people around them, but at a greater level, at a macro level. So I think it starts with the youth being sensitive and giving an opportunity to feel okay being sensitive about various things. So we do a lot of, when I'm going around on my pilgrimage, it is a lot about engaging in generosity and kindness with the schools and with the teachers and making sure, you know, I like to visit schools where the principals and the teachers are vested in the same, you know, process, so that we can collectively really plant those seeds. And it's not about teaching the kids, it's about practicing it as adults and letting those seeds, because kids are so aware and so observant and so, it's like sponges. So when we are practicing forgiveness and kindness and generosity and sacrifice, we don't need to teach it. They're getting it. And so I think it starts with bringing those values at the same importance as we sometimes bring academics in the schooling system. Stillness and mindfulness, all these things, all these values-based learnings that we need to develop. What it really means to be happy. Because in the Western society, we're conditioned, in all of society, in all of the world, that material gain is happiness, and we keep searching, and we keep trying, and then we reach, and then we feel like we're empty again. So that okayness, that contentment, actually, and And happiness comes from a certain inner space that with any situation we can find that space. I think that'll help also dissolve the greed that creates a lot of our violence and a lot of our tumult.
Got it. Got it. Nimo, one more question. I wanted to ask you, what do you most want Empty Hands music to contribute to creating peace on earth?
You know, John, thank you. That's a great question. To be honest, my journey I feel like is more of a spiritual journey. So I'm trying to go more of less goal orientation and just keep working on myself. And whatever it does contribute, I feel will be at its maximum potential, because I just need to keep working on myself and let it be, let it offer, let it just be there to serve. So if it plants seeds of love, if it heals a heart, if it inspires others to serve others, you know, even in the work that I do here in India most of the year is really Empty Hands. What I'm doing is working with underprivileged children. Right now we're creating a musical, which is amazing actually. It's called Glory to the Planet. And the whole script that I'm writing is about, we start in 2069, October 2nd, 2069. The show begins there, 50 years from next year when we're thinking of touring the show. And it flips it and it says the world is in the most beautiful place it's ever been. We've had 365 days of peace. We're celebrating. The show begins with a celebration that looks like New Year's, but it's a celebration of the first time in humanity that there's 365 days of peace on the planet. And then we go back in the show and our kids share and show through dance and drama how we reached there. And so I feel like this is what you guys are talking about, what we're working here on the ground in our slums with our kids to create this musical. It's all very, very connected. And I'm just excited that we can offer these seeds of hope. And also, most importantly, is just practice it. Humbly practice while we're here, you know, and let that be the deepest seed.
Love will rise again.
Yeah.
Let love lead the way.
Let love lead the way. I know. So I just have to tell you, Nimo. So we're getting married in just a few weeks after this Peace Wave Summit. I don't know if you know this. But I will just say, John didn't know I was going to say this, but I'm going to. We're planning on the guests that are coming to our wedding. The last thing that we do the night of our wedding is we're singing your song as a closing ceremony.
Wow.
You know what would be such a gift to end this Peace Wave Summit with your seed, Nimo, that so moves us. Every single music video that you bring to the world is a compassion game, pulsing to the world. If you could sing just a few bits from your song to close this Peace Wave Summit, it would be a tremendous gift to the world and to our hearts as we are soon to be husband and wife.
Wow, what a amazing, humble blessing and honor to be able to do that. So are you, Summer, are you suggesting for the We Shall Overcome song?
If you could, that would be amazing. That is the song.
That's our gift to all our guests.
The last thing we're doing the night of. Well, there'll be an after party, but that is the last thing that we plan on doing with the amp.
We're giving them signs.
With
just
the
like
amp, we have a craft party we're doing to do the hearts for an image. Wow. But anyways, yeah.
Okay, well, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm going to sing the first verse. I'll sing the first verse.
Okay.
It's burning inside, the hurting and the suffering minds, creating anger, fear, and pain, suffocating our times. The tougher it gets, the rougher social media cries. But we see to it that we tweeting only negative lines. We're sick and tired of history, but repeating it twice. Greed, anger, and violence, clearly stealing our nights, feeling it tight between the shoulders with the chill in the spine. Pinching myself, waking up, trying to stop the rewind, to move forward towards stories, overcoming our fears, choosing love over hate, praying, trading hugs over tears. There's only one choice, breaking down the walls and repair every broken heart on this planet until there's no longer fear.
Walls can't hold us in. Walls can't hold us down. You know, you are so generous. I love you, brother. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Love
Yes.
will rise again.
That's
Love
right.
is
Let love lead the
rising.
way.
Love is
Love is
rising.
rising right now. On
That's right. That's right. And you guys are a big flame in that. Thank you.
Love
I
you.
wish you all the best. I will be sitting in prayer
August 4th.
every day in meditation for your guys' spiritual journey together.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for being amazing lights. You guys
Thank
are a great example on this planet. Thank you.
We will be hugging you soon in India. I see it.
Awesome. Awesome.